Alright, you guys, so just a quick little video. Right now, as you guys can see, I'm playing Starfield, and if you guys notice something, I got a nice little outfit I'm wearing here. I am now a Starborn. A Starborn is what you become when you cross over to a new universe and you keep moving on and on and on and on. And the reason I wanted to do this video was because the way Starfield handles New Game Plus using the Starborn is honestly amazing. I haven't really seen any game at this moment that has handled New Game Plus like this. And mind you, it's most games when they do New Game Plus, for example, God of War, Witcher, and many more, they let you transfer over your skills, all that, and everything, right? But let's say you're playing God of War on the PS4, 2018, and segments where Kratos does not have his Blades of Chaos, there will be dialogue that won't be changed depending on, Kratos now having his Blades of Chaos. They act as if like they're not there. But since you unlocked the Blades of Chaos in your previous playthrough, you can now use them throughout the whole New Game Plus section, right? Now, is that bad? No, it's just what you guys, it's not bad, and it's just what it is, right? But there is something I would rather prefer, and I'd prefer if I'm gonna play New Game Plus, I want the game to adjust to the new skills and traits I have learned, right? That's what I would like to see. And this game right here, Starfield, this pretty much allows you to, transfer over, and it's still part of the story. Like, you constantly going through the Unity over and over and over again is still part of the story. Because when you repeat trying to get these artifacts and stuff, you have options to say, hey, I was already in a prior universe. I know what's going to happen. I know how to do this, and this. And you can skip all that extra stuff. Or you can just pretend to play the part. Or you don't even have to go and do the main mission again. You can just go back and go do side missions and stuff and, join factions and everything. But the New Game Plus is baked into the story, right? It's not just, oh, okay, you get all your skills, you play a new game, and you play the exact same thing over again. It's actually built into the narrative. And I do like that. I really think this is a nice approach to New Game Plus. And just stepping through the Unity itself in this game is already beautiful as is. But when you become Starborn, you do get one of the Starborn ships. So let me show you guys that real quick. So currently I have 3, and yeah, as you can see, the Starborn ship is, kind of, it doesn't even fit on the grid. It's literally pretty much off the grid. But yeah, I think Star Games approaching New Game Plus using the Unity is probably the most original take on New Game Plus I have seen in a game. Ever since games started doing New Game Plus, I think this is the most original take I've seen on New Game Plus. Because it's not just you transfer over your skills and it's the same exact story. Because, while it's not bad, it would be cool if the narrative of the story would kind of change, in a sense, to fit what's going on, especially when you have things that you're not supposed to have in your original playthrough, and now you're playing with them, and the characters act as if you don't have them. They'll pretty much act as if you don't have them when they're like, bro, Kratos got his Blades of Chaos on his back. What you talking about? Because there's points in the game where, Thor will say, oh, I wanted to see your blades, and you're playing with your blades and stuff and fighting them. It's not bad. Let me make this clear. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's great. It's just, that's just what it is for this game. But I do prefer Starfield's approach to it, and their use of the multiverse with doing so, I think is very interesting. We've been getting a lot of multiverse stuff as of recent, but this game's approach to the multiverse and New Game Plus, honestly amazing. I'm not saying games need to use the multiverse to pull this off, but this is what this game is doing also. It's a game based on sci-fi, science fiction. And it makes sense that they would take this approach by using the multiverse to give you an interesting new game plus. So technically I'm on New Game Plus right now, and when I step to the Unity again, I'm in like my third New Game Plus, and after that I'm in another New Game Plus. But I will say this: there's no need to rush getting to the Unity, right? It's no rush. You play the game how you want to, because everybody's experience once they get to the Unity is going to be different. And when you get to the Unity, it's going to ask you, right? Do you want to stay in your current universe, or do you want to move on and become a more powerful Starborn, right? I want to become a more powerful Starborn. But when I join this playthrough, for the new universe, I still acknowledge that I'm Starborn, but I told the Constellation members like I'm down with what Constellation's doing, and Constellation is that gateway to help get you to become a Starborn more and more and become more powerful as things go on. So shouts out to Starfield. I think this game handled New Game Plus in a very, very interesting way, and I would like to see this. I wonder how Bethesda's going to handle this when they come out with the Elder Scrolls 6. I honestly do not think they're going to handle it in this same sort of fashion, but I do want to see how they're going to handle it. Because if it's going to be like this, but they'll have to do something different. It's not so you can't use the multiverse stuff, but I guarantee it's going to be something very different when we step into this Elder Scrolls 6. But Starfield right now, you guys are doing it big. Shouts out to Xbox getting another W. And if you guys didn't know, also Elder Scrolls 6 is going to end up being on Xbox first. Xbox and obviously PC. Basically, it's going to be on the Microsoft ecosystem first, right? PlayStation won't be getting it, and Nintendo Switch won't be getting it. And I know people are going to be all like, oh my gosh, why is Xbox doing this, blah, blah, blah. I want to play Elder Scrolls 6. Well, if PlayStation was in the same exact situation, guys, and they bought they bought Bethesda, ZeniMax for $7.5 billion, of course they're prioritizing putting those games on their console first. Like, that's a given. So, like I said, it's only fair that it happens. There's no reason to make a big deal about it or cry about it. It's just what it is. Now, me, myself, I got a PC, I got a Switch, got the Xbox Series X. I'm going to be getting my PS5 when Spider-Man 2 comes out. I'm going to have all consoles. So it's like really no issue for me. Anyone who takes part in these dumb console wars, they either are limiting themselves to one console or the other, and they're just gonna be forever butthurt because they can't play these other games, and they're trying to pick a side with these consoles. Like, no, it's no reason to pick a side. If you love gaming, play games. If you got to get a console to play a certain game, get it. If you love gaming, go game, right? There's no need for this competition because, well, what do you get out of it? What do we get out of it? We get absolutely nothing. I don't make no money or nothing from siding with Xbox. I don't make no money for hating on PlayStation, right? It's no gain from it. But I don't see no issue with them putting Elder Scrolls 6 on Xbox anyways. Just like Spider-Man and God of War, they might become, multi-platform within 2 to 4 years, and they get placed on other consoles. But Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be coming to Xbox first and PC. So, if you want to play it, get you either an Xbox or a PC, and, you're set to go. But like I say, a lot of people aren't willing to do that because they want to do their whole faction war nonsense. Also, Phil Spencer has expressed interest in wanting to also purchase Nintendo. Mind you, just an interest right now. And Phil Spencer does acknowledge that, Xbox has not been very consistent with a lot of their first parties they have been coming with. They've either stuck with their original first parties they've created, like Gears of War, Halo, Forza, and all that. They haven't really done any different IPs and stuff. But now that they bought these other studios, they can make them first party games. For example, Starfield. Starfield is a first party for the Xbox and everything. It's a Xbox first party game. And Nintendo, as of now, they're great at making games. Their console hasn't been fully consistent, but when it comes to gaming, oh, Nintendo got those games, right? Phil Spencer has expressed interest in wanting to purchase a Nintendo, and I think there is something good that can come out of that because they both can help each other out, right? Xbox lacks in creating good first-party games. Nintendo lacks in having a powerful console. And you guys seen, if y'all seen that Mortal Kombat 1 port for Nintendo Switch, bro, they can't even port over a game they can't even port over a good quality version of Mortal Kombat 1. They have to give you a downgraded mobile looking version of the game in order for you to play it. and like I said, not saying the Switch is not a powerful console. It's powerful for Nintendo games, which don't take a lot. But imagine putting Pokemon and all that on a Xbox console using that hardware. And they can take, and if Nintendo wants to do like a 3D Pokemon game, they can finally do that using the hardware of the Xbox. We've seen their attempts on the Switch, and they haven't been, that good. They've been slacking, right? But I think they can both help each other out. I know people are going to complain and say, oh my gosh, that's Microsoft monopolizing, blah, blah, blah. Now, technically, monopolies are illegal. And, like I say, there might be pushback on it. Maybe. Now, is there a guarantee they're going to purchase it? No. Because Nintendo has to be, willing to sell. And it's not to say they will sell. They don't have to sell. Honestly, they're not in a position where they need to sell. But if they want to get on, either they need to put some money into actually building a quality, powerful console that stacks up to Xbox and PlayStation, or just stick to making games and putting them on Xbox or, PlayStation. Because I have a Switch, right? But you guys, I play my Xbox and my Xbox and even PlayStation and PC games more than my Switch. The only time I touch my Switch is to play Zelda, and that's it. And I bought a Pokemon game on there that I don't even want to really play anymore. I was at a point today where I was like, dang, I low-key want to sell my Switch again. that's where I was. I was at that point. Because it's just not a fun console to, want to play on and stuff. Like, it's cool that it's handheld. I can take it anywhere. But I'm not in a position where I want to game any and everywhere like that. Because usually when I game, I like to game in a comfortable setting, in my home, chilling, I'm comfy, right? I don't like to really game out in public like that. Because, like I said, I like to be comfortable playing inside. And not saying you can't play a Switch inside, you can. But still, like, just playing on the console itself, even the controller, everything, it's just, Like, not compared to playing on an Xbox and PlayStation. But like I say, it's up to Nintendo if they want to sell. And if Phil Spencer is able to acquire them, hey, go for it, man. Go for it. Like I say, Mario on Xbox and stuff now. Imagine playing Super Mario Odyssey on Xbox. Hell, imagine Tears of the fucking Kingdom on Xbox, right? Bruh. And imagine a original, like, Zelda game created on your, Xbox. Like, just imagine that. I think that would be great. Yeah. Well, right now I'm level 29. And this time I'm going to make sure I do all the, join up with the other factions, pirates and stuff, the UC, and even the other different collectives you can join up in, and just play through all of them, see what I can become, and level up even farther. The next time before I join the Unity, I want to at least be 50 or above. I'm even trying to strike for 60 or above. It all depends, but that's what I'm aiming for. 60 or above on my next playthrough. But I might just be tempted to go deep. That's why when I stepped through the Unity, it was so tempting to step through it. And in the questions you're asked and stuff, and the dialogue surrounding it, you get really tempted to go do that stuff. And it's like, dang, I should wait and level up some more. But I'm like, nah, I want to become more powerful, right? It's that power. And that's the thing with the Starborn. It plays into the story. Like, some of them literally are becoming insane over time because they're constantly playing with the universe, trying to do all these different possibilities with getting these artifacts and everything. And some of them are going crazy. It's like a whole little faction war between the Starborn on who can get all the artifacts first. It's wild. But yeah, guys, I want to thank y'all for watching. Goes to that peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz. Don't do drugs. And like I always say, deuces.